I'm MK1 Scudder, class advisor for MKA School Class 1025, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies today. On behalf of Captain Ray and Training Center Yorktown, we would like to thank you for taking time to come to this important occasion. There are many rewarding and significant moments in every Coast Guard career, and today we will witness one of the most distinctive, the completion of A School. During this ceremony, I encourage you to take pictures to help capture this very special day. Please feel free to stand up and move about for your photos. Please rise for the arrival of the official party. At this time, I would like to introduce members of the official party. MKC Christopher Graham, advisor for MK Class 1025, Training Center Yorktown. Master Chief Machinery Technician Jonathan Crawley, Machinery Technician School Chief, Training Center Yorktown. Good morning. Master Chief David Dolphin, Command Master Chief. Lieutenant Charles Arrett, Assistant Chief Training, Engineering, and Weapons Branch. Captain Scott Ray, Commanding Officer, Training Center Yorktown. Please remain standing. While in training, every class is presented with a guidon to distinguish between courses of training and class number. MK classes carry a pennant embossed with our rating symbol, the COG. Class 1025's guidon, carried by Fireman Thoreau, flew the light blue banner to distinguish them from other MK classes. Over the 13 weeks of training, classes have the opportunity to earn streamers to identify accomplishments. MK Class 1025, forward, march. Inboard, face. Will the guests please be seated? Class 1025, seats. As of today, MK A School Class 1025 has earned the following streamers. The Brown Streamer, identifying 1025 as the senior class in the Machinery Technician A School course. The Red Streamer, identifying a class in which all students have passed the Coast Guard's Advanced Leadership Program. The Yellow, Blue, and Orange Streamer, identifying academic excellence. The class maintained an average GPA of above 90%. The Light Blue Streamer, identifying community service. The Purple Streamer identifies upheld excellent standards in barracks inspections. The Teal Streamer identifies a class that participated and won in an elimination-style MWR competition. The Dark Blue Streamer, awarded by school chief for maintaining superior standards in military bearing, professionalism, responsibility, and leadership. I'd like to take a moment to explain our rating history, specialty, and some of the topics these graduates completed throughout A School. Machinery Technician, or MK for short, is an enlisted rating that is responsible for the operation, maintenance, and repair of cutters, small boats, vehicles, and other various machinery and equipment throughout the service. MKs fulfill boat crew member, boarding team member, boarding officer, engineering watchstanding positions, and potentially engineering petty officers within the fleet. The rating was formed in 1973 after a merger of engineman, machinist mate, and boiler technician. This is the Coast Guard's second largest rating, making up 15% of the entire enlisted workforce, and are stationed at 90% of all Coast Guard units. MK School is designed to give students the skills and knowledge they need to perform as technicians and lead as petty officers in the fleet. During this 13-week course, our students are taught principles of theory, operation, maintenance, repair, and troubleshooting of mechanical, auxiliary, and electrical systems. Some of the following topics are covered during this course: mechanical skills, centrifugal pumps, hydraulics, basic electricity, air conditioning and refrigeration, outboard engines, maintenance and requisition supply procedures, and internal combustion engines. In addition to their technical training, students are presented with leadership fundamentals through the Coast Guard's Apprentice Leadership Program. This 3-day course is designed to provide leadership and administrative training to apprentice-level personnel. While the primary objective of MKA School is to deliver skilled technicians out to the fleet, all graduates also receive the following semester credit hours as recommended by the American Council on Education: 3 semester hours in outboard engine propulsion systems, hydraulic systems, electrical and electronic troubleshooting and repair, and 6 semester hours in diesel engines. At this time, I'd like to welcome Machinery Technician School Chief, Master Chief Jonathan Crawley, to the podium.
Good morning. This is a pretty big crowd, so thank you everybody for giving up their time to be able to celebrate these graduates. And they did not do it alone. I want to, Chief, MK1, can you please stand? Chief Graham and MK1 Scudder were the primary advisors for this class, and they did an excellent job, and I just want to thank you publicly. And could the instructors from MKA School stand as well? This is some of our 37 active duty instructors that we have to facilitate getting through 13 weeks of A School, so thank you guys as well. You can be seated. And so 1025. It's been a long time. Do you guys think it's been a long time? Yeah, so 13 weeks. I just want to speak to you guys going at us thirds. So I didn't really have this planned, but there was somebody in the audience who was a non-rate when I was a third. So you never know who you're going to meet and when they're going to come back to you. And you're going to go, wow, and you start thinking of all the things you did when you were a third. So you think it's a long time that you've been there 13 weeks. That was in 2000 when he came to the unit. So that was a little bit ago. If we back this up even more, we're training our replacements. So one of you is going to be my replacement. I don't know who that's going to be. I don't know when that's going to be. But that's what you should be doing every time as you drive forward, is think about how do you get there. Where that is, I don't know. That's for you to decide. We have Master Chief David Dolphin. This is his last retirement, or his last graduation he's going to do before he retires after 27 years. So I just want to say thank you for all your guidance and allowing from what you do for us to do what we do. So thank you very much. Are you guys ready to move on to the advancement portion?
Yes, Master Chief!
Fair enough. I like that. Excellent, yeah. All right, MKA class 1025. Attention. Outboard face. Post. Inboard face. I would like to take a minute to explain to the family and friends what is about to take place. All these students are graduating as machinery technicians, and they will be advanced to third-class petty officer. In the Coast Guard, third-class petty officer is the first pay grade that an enlisted member can wear collar devices. As petty officers, you are expected to take on a greater role as leaders within the Coast Guard. At this time, we would like to invite anyone who will be participating in the pinning of the collar devices to please join us by standing with the graduate, but do not start the pinning process. When you hear the words, "I do appoint them machinery technicians, third class," please go ahead and place the collar devices on your graduates. I'll say that again. When you hear the words, "I do appoint them machinery technicians, third class," then please start the pinning process. I would like to invite Captain Scott Ray to the podium.
All right, we'll give the families just another few seconds to get in place. All right, looks like we're there. All right, uniformed personnel, attention to advancement. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. Know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelity and abilities of these Coast Guardsmen, I do appoint them machinery technicians, third-class petty officers in the United States Coast Guard to rank as such from the 14th day of March 2025. These appointees will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the grade to which appointed by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto pertaining. And I do strictly charge and require all personnel of lesser grade to render obedience to appropriate orders. And these appointees are to observe and follow such orders and directions as they be given from time to time by superiors acting according to the rules and articles governing the discipline of the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Given under my hand at Yorktown, Virginia, this 14th day of March, in the year 2025, signed, Scott A. Ray, Captain, Commanding Officer, U.S. Coast Guard Training Center, Yorktown, Virginia. Congratulations to everyone.
All right. Congratulations. Will the guests please be seated? Class 1025, inboard, face, post. Inboard, face, seats. Lieutenant Arrett and Master Chief Crawley, would you please do the honor of assisting with the presentation of class awards? I would now like to recognize members who volunteered for the drill team. Drill team members are also required to practice weekly and perform at various official functions. such as retirements and community events. MK3 Gazano, MK3 Hudson, MK3 Williams, front and center. This is to certify that MK3 Gazano, MK3 Hudson, and MK3 Williams serve with distinction as members of the Engineering and Weapons Drill Team, continuing the long line of men and women who foster the military traditions and heritage of the United States Coast Guard. You may be seated. During the course of training, the students participate in a physical fitness program. I would like to recognize the following members for their efforts: MK3 Speak and MK3 Q, front and center. MK3 Speak was voted by his class to receive the most inspirational certificate for inspiring his classmates in participating in physical fitness activities. MK3Q is awarded the certificate for most fitness points. This certificate is awarded in recognition of achieving the highest standards while participating in wellness program during Machinery Technician A School, presented this 14th day of March 2025. MK3 Speak, you may be seated. We will now recognize our class officers. The class advisors select these members during the first day of school. These individuals are the direct link between the class and their chain of command. Class leader, MK3 Embry. Class yeoman, MK3 Nolan. And class master at arms, MK3Q, front and center. You are commended for your superb achievements while at Coast Guard Training Center, Yorktown. While attending Machinery Technician A School, you not only did an exceptional job completing this rigorous course, but also served as class officers. As a class officer, you demonstrated superior leadership and communication skills by ensuring that all students were kept constantly aware of Tracing Yorktown policies, procedures, and regulations. Class attitude and adherence to standards were exceptional and surpassed their class advisors' expectations. Your dedication to duty and proactive team-building techniques reflect highly upon yourself and the Engineering and Weapons School, and is in keeping with the highest tradition of the United States Coast Guard. Congratulations on a job well done. MK3 Nolan, MK3Q, you may be seated. I would now like to invite Captain Ray to join us at the podium. For each class, we have an exceptional student who completes all 13 weeks of school with the highest performance achievement. This certifies that MK3 Embry of Class 1025, by attaining the highest performance achievement, has been distinguished as the class honor graduate. Along with this certificate, MK3 Embry will have his name added to the honor graduate plaque in the MK School Museum. Congratulations. MK3 Embry, it is now your opportunity to address the class.
Welcome faculty, guests, and everyone else joining us. thank you for being here to celebrate MK Class 1025's graduation. I want to start by saying that we've had a pretty great time at Training Center Yorktown. It wasn't a perfect journey, but we made it a fun ride. As a new MK3, I can say that we work hard and we have our work cut out for us, but we always play just as hard. There have been times that made us laugh until we hurt, and it will be remembered by all of us for the years to come. However, it didn't start out that way. The morning we were reporting was the first time I met my classmates, and honestly, the mood was a little depressing. It was like the life had been sucked out of everyone in the room and kept in a tiny box in the corner, and nobody wanted to be there. Given time, however, they all eventually warmed up. That somehow made it worse, at least for a time. We started getting comfortable without really understanding the expectations placed on us during A school. There were a lot of competing personalities and a lot of tension as the class was forming. The first few weeks were rough, and it all came to a head during an incident involving a pile of leaves. Some people were not happy about the leaves. Later that day, when we decided that jumping on leaves while in formation would be a good idea, Chief sent us on a long walk. "Go get your wiggles out," he said. And I don't think I've ever seen a kindly worded suggestion change a group's mentality so well. After that day, rooms were clean, military bearing was sharp, uniforms were getting much better. And it got to the point where I was suspicious of what my class was doing, because there was no way it was this easy. But I never found any problem that was substantial. It really was that easy. I'm proud to be standing up here speaking for my classmates today. There was a time when we joked about not getting a single pennant for our guidon. And look at us now. We have the whole rainbow. The guidon, the symbol that defined us as a class here at Training Center Yorktown. We were content with our efforts, never bearing evidence for others to see, and here we are. Now I have been spoiled with some of the finest colleagues I've ever had, and I will miss them very much. This ceremony signals the end of MK Class 1025, only in formality. Each of us will continue our journey through life, and inevitably, some of us will meet again. It's a small world after all. Hopefully when we meet later, we can say that we kept fighting the good fight, and that we never let a good party die early. To MK Class 1025.
Thank you, MK3 Embry. We will now present the graduation certificates. Captain Rain Official Party, would you please assist us with the presentation of graduation certificates?
Okay, so I'm calling an audible because I can. Master Chief mentioned it. I just want to emphasize I'm putting Master Chief Dolphin on the spot. Master Chief called out Master Chief Dolphin. He loves it when we do that. But as we're walking over today, he whispered and said, "Captain, this is my last graduation before I retire." I said, "No, can't be." He said, "No, for real." So I just want to take a moment again to thank Master Chief Dolphin for his leadership, for his kindness, for his inspiration. A command master chief is often the left and right arm of the command, right? They are the most important people at the command side. As I try to make decisions, as the XO tries to make decisions, the command master chief is the voice of reason. He's like, "That sounds good, Captain, but it could turn out this way if you do that. I'm just recommending you might rethink that." And Master Chief and I have had many rethink moments. And at the end of the day, we were always a unified team and a unified message to the crew. And that's what's most important. That's what's most important. We're going to miss you, Master Chief. That seat will be vacant for a bit. Master Chief Polk will fill it. But certainly big shoes to fill. We'll miss you, but I'm saying thank you personally from Yorktown, from my seat where I sit. And we wish you well on your retirement, and thank you for leaving it better than you found it. Appreciate it. Thank you, Master Chief.
Captain. Class 1025, attention. Just another reminder to all of our friends and families and guests today, please feel free to move about, get the photo you need. When you have the photo, if you want to just give a signal, a good thumbs up is a great way of letting us know that you have the picture you need, and we will release them. MK3 Nathaniel Embry. Base Seattle Maintenance Augmentation Team, Seattle, Washington. MK3 Mackenzie Nolan, Maintenance Augmentation Team, Key West, Florida. MK3 John Q, Station Key West, Florida. MK3 Joseph Accomando, Ada Navigation Team, Long Island Sound, New Haven, Connecticut. MK3 Almond Westbrook, Maintenance Augmentation Team, Miami, Florida. MK3 Reese Parks, Maintenance Augmentation Team, Key West, Florida. MK3 Michael Thoreau, Maintenance Augmentation Team, Base Honolulu, Hawaii. MK3 Briar Russell, Station Cleveland Harbor, Cleveland, Ohio. MK3 Isaiah Rodriguez, Air Station Clearwater, Florida. MK3 Matthew Tingley, Facilities Engineering, Cape May, New Jersey. MK3 Johnny Reno, Maintenance Augmentation Team, Alameda, California. MK3 Jack Sheldrick, Coast Guard Cutter Diligence, Pensacola, Florida. MK3 Luke Wilson, Station St. Ignatz, Michigan. MK3, Christian Rogers, Coast Guard Cutter Vincent Dans, Santa Rita, Guam. MK3, Cade Williams, Station Belle Isle, Detroit, Michigan. MK3, Jaden Gazzano, Coast Guard Cutter Blue Shark, Port Angeles, Washington. MK3, Oscar Hudson, Maritime Safety and Security Team, Los Angeles Long Beach, Los Angeles, California. MK3, Carter Zweig, Maritime Force Protection Unit Bangor, Silverdale, Washington. MK3, Jose Colon Delgado, Station Marblehead, Marblehead, Ohio. MK3, Joseph DeVries, Maintenance Augmentation Team Charleston, Charleston, South Carolina. MK3, William Speak, Surf Station Barnegat Light, New Jersey. MK3, Orlando Henriquez, Coast Guard Cutter Alex Haley, Kodiak, Alaska. MK3, Lucas Rivera Santos, Station Charleston, Charleston, South Carolina. MK3, Etanol Rivera, Maintenance Augmentation Team Newport, Newport, Rhode Island. MK3, Jacob Malstead, Coast Guard Cutter Buckthorn, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. MK3, Robert Holmes, Station Manasquan Inlet, Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey. MK3, Trenton Kuzma, Coast Guard Cutter Alex Haley, Kodiak, Alaska. MK3 Christian Morales, Station Rockland, Rockland, Maine. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the United States Coast Guard's newest machinery technicians. Congratulations. There is one final event before the conclusion of the ceremony. Following a long tradition, the MKA School class will spike their guidon at Captain's House and disband them from there. Please join us as this class forms up for one final march to that location. MKA 1025, attention. Retrieve the guidon. And form it up outside for one final march. MKA 1025, forward march.